morning Ranch View, or potentially afternoon for some of you. The story I chose today, The Girl and the Wolf. The story is by Katherine Vermette, and the pictures are by Julie Flett. So this is a book from our Indigenous section in our Learning Commons. That's what this red sticker means. And we have a section of Indigenous books, and the word Indigenous represents the first people that lived on the land that we now call Canada. And the Indigenous people are made up of three groups of people: the Aboriginals, the Inuit, and the Métis. So this story, an Indigenous story, might remind you of another story that you've read. So we'll talk about that after, but please join with me, The Girl and the Wolf. The girl ran through the bush while her mother picked berries. She was helping, but mostly running. "Don't go too far," her mother called. "It's going to be dark soon." "Okay," the girl said, but she kept running. Suddenly, the girl couldn't see her mother anymore. She panicked. She looked one way, didn't see her, and looked the other, still didn't see her. She tried to calm down and looked the other way again, but still, she couldn't see her. Everything got quiet and dark. The girl felt cold and scared. She didn't know what to do. From out between the trees, a tall gray wolf with big white teeth appeared. The girl was very still. "What are you doing out here by yourself?" asked the wolf. "I lost my mother," she said. "I can't see my way back." "You must be scared, little one," said the wolf in a quiet voice. "Yes, I am," the girl told him back. "Do you know the way back?" he asked. The girl shook her head. The wolf came up close and sniffed her. His wolf breath was hot and stank of meat. "I think I know where you come from, little one," said the wolf, but it is almost dark. You must be hungry." "Yes, I am," the girl nodded, and her stomach rumbled. "Do you know how to hunt?" asked the wolf. The girl shook her head. "What are you going to do?" asked the wolf. The girl looked around. Everything was quieter and darker. The girl felt very cold and very scared. "I don't know," she said sadly. "Yes, you do," the wolf told her. "Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and then look. What do you see?" The girl did what he said, and when she opened her eyes, she saw something that made her feel better. "I can eat those berries. They're safe to eat. The ones by the stream where the water is safe to drink," she pointed. "That's good, little one," said the wolf. "Let's go." The girl drank in gulps and ate 2 handfuls of berries. "Now what are you going to do?" the wolf asked. The girl looked around. Everything was still, quiet, and pretty dark. "I don't know," she said sadly. "Yes, you do," the wolf told her. "Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Then look. What do you see?" The girl did what he said, and when she opened her eyes, she saw something that made her feel better. "The skinny trees over there. That's where we camped," the girl said with a big grin. The gray wolf nodded and smiled at her with his big white teeth. The girl started walking, but was really running. She ran to the air that smelled like her family. She laughed out loud and looked to her side, but she did not see the gray wolf anywhere. She looked one way, but didn't see him. She looked the other way, but still couldn't see him. Just then, her mother appeared with her basket full of berries. "Oh, my girl," her mother cried. "I told you not to go too far." "Mama, I was lost and a wolf helped me," the girl told her. Her mother was surprised. "A wolf?" "Yes," the girl said. "He was big and gray. At first, I thought he was going to hurt me." Her mother smiled. "Real wolves can't hurt people, but I've heard old stories about wolves who help lost children, too." The girl smiled. She was glad the wolf had been the helping kind. When they returned to their camp, the girl told everyone about her big adventure and her special wolf. That night, she tied tobacco in red cloth and left it at the bush's edge because she didn't know a better way to say thank you. Isn't that a beautiful story? I think I may have misread one thing on this page, so I'm going to read it again. When she finds her mother smiles to her and says, "Real wolves can hurt people, but I've heard old stories about wolves who can help lost children too." So I think I had read before that the real wolves couldn't hurt people, thinking they were referring to the wolf in the story. But they were saying there's the helping kind too. So I just want to read a little bit here about what it says for the author's note. And it says, "This is a completely made-up story. The girl in the red dress and the wolf, who isn't really scary, came to me when I was reading a lot of European fairy tales. You know, the ones where the wolf is always the bad guy and gets run off, or worse, in the end. I don't know about you, but I found that unfair. And I thought of other stories I have been told where the wolf wasn't just evil or hungry. That's where this story comes from. It is inspired by traditional stories, yes, but in no way taken from one. Tobacco is one of the 4 sacred medicines. It can be enclosed in a tie of cloth or simply given in thanks or to ask for something respectfully. In this story, the girl leaves it in thanks to the wolf for helping her because it really is the best way I can think of to say thank you. Thank you to all the storytellers who have let me listen and have taught me many things over the years. Thanks too to Greg for pulling this one out of the pile of forgotten stories, and to David for giving the once-over, and especially for Julie for making this little story truly come alive. Special thanks to all the young persons I have had the honor to sit with and learn from. You lead the way, dear ones." So that is our author just giving thanks to all of those that helped the process of her making this. So there's a picture of our author, Katherine. It says she's a Métis writer from Treaty 1 territory in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And here's our illustrator, the lovely lady who made the beautiful pictures, Julie Flett. And she is from Montreal, Quebec. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this Indigenous story, The Girl and the Wolf. And now your teachers may have a couple little activities for you to fill out, and I will see you out in the hallway where you can come and get yourself a new book. Thank you.